Hello, Sagittarius. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your September 2021 tarot reading. We're using the Smith-Waite Tarot Deck Centennial Edition, and this is a reproduction of the original deck created by Pamela Coleman Smith. I'm also going to bring in a few cards from the Tarocino Bolognese by Giuseppe Maria Metelli. That is also a reproduction deck by Il Meneghello. Okay, and so something else different this month is I am setting an intention for the readings. And so this is perhaps an intention that I always have in the back of my mind, but really specifically for this month, and that is to bring in messages of hope and encouragement. Hope and encouragement for my Sagittarius friends. I'm doing this because there is just so much going on in the world today. It almost just seems relentless. Whether these are difficulties going on outside of our immediate experience or something that is happening even in our own lives or to ourselves. I just want to acknowledge that it's a very difficult time for many people. And so this reading is meant to bring in messages of hope and encouragement for my Sagittarius friends. For Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get started. And we'll see what the tarot has to say. Well, the Queen of Pentacles coming in, which is interesting, an Earth card. I think it really just kind of the image just sort of pictures what I was talking about regarding the intention. And that is just the idea of being concerned for the world, right? Even it can be also concern for our families and loved ones, but just this kind of general sense of concern. Let's go ahead and leave this out. We may want to come back to that, but let's take a look at what else we have. Well, it's the Two of Cups, which is a beautiful way to start. And the Five of Pentacles, okay. The Two of Swords. All right, so we have two twos and the Seven of Wands. Well, my goodness, I mean, it was just what I was talking about when I was setting the intention, right? And so for some of you, you might be experiencing this, and here it is reflected in the cards. And it's the idea of bringing healing and reconciliation. I'm hearing really like to the world, okay? So this yearning to perhaps bring or see healing and reconciliation amongst people at this time. And it could also relate to you personally. For some of you, you can also be seeing some difficulties that people are experiencing relating to, I mean, I could say finances, but, because it's a pentacle, but I'm picking up something more. I'm picking up just like a general living condition. I am really picking up a strong sense of seeing this out in the world, just what people are experiencing in their lives right now and being impacted by that. Some of you, perhaps yourselves, are even being impacted by this, by things that are occurring in the world today and are in fact impacting you directly as well. Okay, that's also possible too. It's happening to so many people, right? But okay, I just want to look just a little more closely at the 2 and the 7, the Two of Swords. Okay, so another important message coming in relates to a theme for me actually for this month. I feel that some of you have actually found ways to spend time to, it's like I'm going to pull back and I need to think about this problem. I need to think about this problem. For those of you that are in a more advantageous or stable position, okay, there can be the sense that I want to do something to reach out and bring healing into this world. What exactly can I do? I know that's not a typical reading for the Seven of Wands, but this is what I am picking up. I'm in a good position right now because that's what this suggests. You are in a good position right now. So here is a sort of recurrent theme that's coming up for September. On the one hand, we do need to think about ourselves, ourselves and our immediate family, our loved ones, and how to protect ourselves. That is, of course, a primary concern. But once that is taken care of, I think a way to bring balance and healing into the world is to show kindness to another. It could be something very small, but this gets back to that idea of thinking about, well, what can I do? It might be something very small. For some of you, well, being Sagittarius, it might be something actually quite large. I'm going to do a big thing but it doesn't have to be. It can be some small kindness that brings balance into life. The Chariot coming in suggesting that for some of you, actually, you have made a very, I want to say, impressive accomplishment. And now we have the Five coming in. Goodness, okay, it's just the same message being repeated. So the message being, it's almost like the more that things are kind of going our way, and if we are not impacted by all of the difficulties that are going on out in the world, at least to the extent that other people are being impacted, the more we can begin to think about, I want to do something to alleviate the suffering that I am seeing. That is the message I'm picking up. Some of you might resonate with something that's happened personally in your own life, and you might be thinking about how can I bring in healing to this situation. It can be both. It can be both. It can be for your community. It can be for the world at large. That sounds like, that is a tall order, but even just bringing in, I want to say, some form of prayer or positive intention. It's something that we can do to bring in balance for ourselves regarding all of these situations. And now we have the Four of Pentacles coming in, okay? So another suggestion that for some of you, these concerns can be financial, especially if they are impacting you personally or your family members. And there can be a sense of wanting to get control of the financial picture. Okay, so not to negate the other things that I had said previously, but being a general reading too, we're hitting a number of themes for a lot of people that also does resonate with the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So there is kind of a financial sort of concern coming through in the reading as well. Let's continue on. Yes, and so now again, just suggesting here with the Ten of Pentacles, this desire for not more than we need, but a sense of stability, safety, and security for the family. Okay, coming through. So this can be a concern at this time. And now we have the King of Wands coming in. So here you are. Here you are, Sagittarius. It is suggesting to me that you are opening yourself up to ideas at this time. And that is exactly what needs to occur. And so if you are thinking about bringing healing in for yourself, your family, for others, healing either in any kind of a sense, emotional, financial, in any kind of material sense, that being open to ideas and is this is appropriate at this time. Okay, we're going to pick 3 cards from the Tarocchino Bolognese, and I'm really setting an intention for some encouragement here, and perhaps an advice card will come through. Let's go through. I'm really picking up this very strong sense of responsibility. Okay, the sense that the Sagittarians feel responsible for many people, and this can be where these concerns are coming in. We have the 8 of Swords. Okay, let's continue on. 8 of Swords. Okay. Now there are no 2s through 5s in this deck, and so we will tend to see the higher pip cards, or in this case now we have the Ace, which is okay, beautiful to see. Let's continue on, and I will give a reading for that Latin inscription, although I'm going to have to refresh my memory on it. Okay, one more card please for my Sagittarius friends. Okay, and I'm hearing that it is this card. It is the 8 of Cups. All right, now that is a beautiful card to see. Let's just take a look at the inscription for the Ace. Ah, yes. Okay, well, that makes sense. It is, okay, so I won't pronounce the Latin correctly, I know, but it is Custodi della Custodia, guardian of the case. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just realizing now, as I was saying, I'm picking up this real sense of responsibility. We got the guardian of the case. And so there is a sense, I think, in which you're in a position where you feel you have to protect people. I'm getting that more. I don't pick up like I have to protect myself. Maybe for some of you it's that way, but I'm picking up like I am the guardian of the case. I have this important responsibility to protect these people, the well-being of people, or it could be belongings in some way. It could be health. That's what's coming through. Now with the 8 of Swords coming in, we have 2 8s, 8 of Swords and 8 of Cups. You are the strength, Sagittarius. I think a lot of people are depending on you. If you have made it to this reading, now this can be a young person. You can be a young person, or you can be more like a matriarch, or a patriarch for the family, either one. Okay, but there's a way in which I feel that people rely on you for strength because you have it. You have the mental strength with this 8 to endure the situation, to continue to grow, to find ways to get back to your emotional power, I want to say. For some of you, okay, this is going to sound a little unusual, but it's like I want to state it this way. For some of you, it can just be your presence in the group that you are with that just makes people feel better, whether they are feeling protected or perhaps just the energy around the group feels lighter in some way. You can bring a lightness in, and that is a strength and a healing energy. And so I want to say this, Sagittarius, thank you. Thank you for the energy that you are bringing in to the people around you, because it is a healing energy and it is so very needed at this time. All right, Sagittarius, that's your reading for September 2021. Thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure and a privilege to read for you, as always, and I'll see you next time.